Raising strong men begins with raising strong sons. The truth is, manhood is bestowed, not inherited. And the strongest sons come from intentional fathering. Every single man watching and listening to this has got the opportunity to be the circuit breaker in his own family tree. And I want you to know that being a father is the calling of a lifetime. Today, I've got 10 practical, actionable strategies and tips that you can use to be a great father who raises strong sons. And make sure you hang around to the end of the video if you're a single parent, especially if you are a mother of sons trying to raise them without a father. I've got 3 bonus tips just for you. Let's get into it. Number 1, spend as much time as you can with them. I promise you that your sons will forget the things that you buy them and the gifts that you give them. What they will not forget is the memories of the time that you spend with them. They need you. They don't need things, they need you. They need your attention, they need your time, and it doesn't have to be over-planned or over-organized. They just need you. Number 2, take an interest in their interests. One of the greatest things you can do for your sons is to find out what they're passionate about, what they're interested in, what they love to do, and choose to take an interest in what they're interested in. I've heard men before say, well, my son's into sport and I'm not really into sport. Too bad. That's why you became a dad, to raise sons. Take an interest in what they're interested in. Learn about what they're interested in. It makes a huge difference in the bond created between the two of you. Number 3, tell them in 1,000 ways at 1,000 different times, you have what it takes. In the heart and the DNA and the identity of every boy, every young man is a desperate desire to hear the words and the belief, you've got what it takes, son. You can beat that giant, you can overcome that challenge, you can take on that adventure and win. You see, we all arrive on the planet doubting ourselves, unsure of ourselves, uncertain about our future until the right voice speaks into us, not just towards us, but into us. You've got what it takes. You can get it done. Make sure you say that as often as you can in as many ways as possible. Number 4, and this one is huge. You need to say to them often, I love you and I am proud of you. Say it with spoken word. Say it with written word. Say it as many times as you possibly can. What I'm saying here is normalize this language in your home and in your relationship with your sons. Just because sons have to grow up to become men who have to face some tough and nasty things does not mean they don't have a desire in their soul to be told that they're loved and that their father and mother are proud of them. They need to hear it. It's crucial in their development. Maybe you didn't hear it, but like I said at the start of this video today, you get the beautiful opportunity, become the circuit breaker in your family tree. You might be there saying, yeah, but Andrew, it wasn't said to me and I'm okay. I guarantee you preferred to have heard it as a child yourself. Your children need to hear it. Some of you will say, yeah, but my kids are already 12, 13, 14. Well, give them the surprise and gift of a lifetime and start. They need to hear, I love you, I'm proud of you. It makes a huge difference to their future and their chances to succeed in this life. Number 5, build character before achievements. We've got to get back to this old school value that the external comes from the internal. The fruit comes from the root. If we don't give them a character that can sustain their talents, they're going to fall over for the rest of their lives. Work on the character before the achievements. Break the addiction, break ties with the sugar hit of social media where we would just want to brag about our highlights all the time. Work on the character. Build the traits that will sustain them for the long road ahead. Number 6, I love this one, hug your sons. Pull them close, hug them. Hold them, put your arms around them. Why? Safety, security, affirmation, love, belief, confidence, identity, all of these messages are conveyed in the safe physical touch of a father's arms. Pull your sons close and hug them. It doesn't even matter if they're 18 or 25 or 35. Start today. Pull them close, Hug them. It says 1,000 good things to their soul when you take the lead and hug them in that way. Number 7, teach your sons how to win and how to lose. It's great to win in life, but sadly, we collectively are raising a generation of young people who don't know how to lose. In other words, the losing simply precedes the tantrums and the excuses and the reasoning away why they weren't the winner all the time. Do them the service of teaching them there are lessons in losses, and the lessons are good. The lessons point to work ethic and practice and going back over what you should have done and repetition, the things that will serve them well in their future. Teach them to be gracious winners and losers who learn how to learn in their loss. If you can do that, it will be incredible for where they're going, no matter what their pathway is moving forward. Number 8, help them to take risks. In our society, we have become risk averse and we are overprotecting our children with the wrong things and underprotecting them with the right things. We need to reverse that. We're going to get more protection for the things they do need protection with and less protection for the things they don't need it with. Sons need to be taught and shown how to take some risks. When they're ready to jump off that equipment at the playground, if it's safe enough, let them try. If you remove all risk from the childhood and the upbringing of a young boy, you will tell him that the world is too dangerous for him and that he should be scared and afraid, and it will not help him in his future. Help him to take risks where he can win. Number 9, another big one. Give unconditional love and separate it from his behaviour. What does this mean? It means he needs to hear with words and messages that you love him because he's your son. The love is not given because of his behaviour. You need to convey messages, even if it is with explicit wording, to say, son, I love you because you're my son. However, we need to address that behaviour. If love is only ever conveyed in response to appropriate behaviour, we will teach our children to become performance-oriented and they won't ever understand unconditional love that is attached to the father-son or the parent-child relationship. Unconditional love is, this is my son, this is my child, I love them, full stop. Then and thereafter, we can case by case address the behaviours and the choices they're making in their life. Make sure that the love is not attached to the behaviour, the love is attached to the sonship. Number 10, empower and release them into manhood. In other words, our great privilege, our great task is to prep them for manhood that is ahead, to prepare them for the road that's coming, to get them ready for the challenges on the highways of life. And we do that by allowing them more responsibility, more choices as they're ready for it. And we do what families of ancient times used to do so well. We create moments where there is rites of passage. We don't try to keep them under us forever, but we get them strong enough to launch from our shoulders to get empowered and released into their own journey, their own life, their own manhood. It's one of the greatest things that you can ever do. And I said at the start, I'd have 3 more bonus tips, especially for mums who are trying to raise sons alone. And I don't know why you're in that situation. I absolutely have empathy for you. I know that solo parenting is one of the most difficult tasks in all the world. I've been saying for decades to people that parenting is simultaneously the toughest and most important job on the planet. And to have to do that alone is not easy, and so solo parents are our heroes. To the mums out there trying to raise strong sons without the presence of their father for whatever reason. And today's video is not the moment for me to get into all the nuances around why this son's father might not be there, but I want you to be helped as well, because you've got such an important task on your hands, and we need to believe in you and we need you to do well. Here are 3 tips for the mums who are trying to raise strong sons alone. Number 1, let them fall over and get dirty. Mums, you do such a great job at being nurturing. You protect the kids, you watch over them, and you're there to care and show compassion and mercy, usually way better than we can do as men. But I want to urge you and encourage you, boys need to fall over occasionally and hurt themselves. Why? It teaches them that they've got the strength to get up again. Don't let them live their whole childhood polished and clean and with no dirt on them. It's important for their development that they understand they can wrestle with the world and win. Number 2, identify good men around your life and profile their traits in your conversation. Maybe your son's father is no longer around. Maybe your son's father, very sadly, is not a good man. Then it's on you to identify who are the good men, and in your conversation, profile the traits and the strengths of that man and talk in glowing terms around why he's a good man. Your sons will hear it, your sons will digest it, and they will make smart choices on the inside to become good men themselves in their future. And number 3, this one's a hard one, but I'm saying it because I believe you can do it, and I'm hoping that you can trust me. I can't force you to trust me. I can't force any of you to take on board any of this. I'm hoping you can trust me that this will serve your sons well. Resist the urge to verbally destroy his father. Now, for some of you, this is immensely difficult because, as I just said, for some of you, your son's father is not a good man. I would urge you to talk honestly and openly and transparently within the company of mature adults who will give you that opportunity to vent what's in your heart and the damage you may have gone through. If possible, wherever you can, resist the urge to verbally tear down his father in front of him, because I promise you, it will set his heart towards bitterness and a lifestyle and a pathway that will minimize him and shrink him and cause him to shrivel up, when I know what you want for him is to become a good man one day, a good man who can protect his own family and do well in all of his choices in life. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got plenty out of it. I'd love it if you could subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, maybe make a suggestion of what else you'd like to hear from me, and perhaps if you'd like to take your own learning journey a little bit deeper on parenting and raising strong sons. I recently had a great conversation with Nat Marsh from an organisation called Dads for Kids. They're all about this space, and you can check out his video right here, get a whole lot more info and inspiration to do what really is the most important and most difficult job in the world, raising our children. Until next time, bye for now.